Welcome back to the Club and Resort Chef Auto Fire, sponsored by Barilla. In the hot seat, we have certified master chef Lawrence McFadden, who is also the general manager and chief operating officer of the Union Club here in Cleveland. All right, Lawrence, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. All you have to do is answer honestly. Ready?
Yep.
What dish on your menu can you never take off?
We have a Marie salad, which is a combination of, and people will laugh about it, it's Russian dressing, it's chopped lettuce, so it's like a chopped cup, but it has everything in the kitchen sink. And people just love it, and I think it takes them back to their mom's Thousand Island dressing sitting on the table back in the day when there were only 2 dressings. I would absolutely be tarred and feathered if we ever took that off.
What is your culinary guilty pleasure? Maybe something that other chefs might frown upon.
Well, mine is sugar, and there's nothing better than a warm donut or of course, ice cream. And so my guilty pleasures, my wife's a salt person, I'm a sweet person. And so you'll find me digging into somewhere and lying about the fact that I didn't eat that in the process when it's missing in the cupboard.
What is the craziest request you've ever received from a member?
With our members, they're pretty humble. In my past history, it was 10:30 at night. I was leaving the Waldorf Astoria and I was asked for 20 chocolate souffles for the prince up on the 17th floor, only to find out after I made them that it was for the ladies of the evening that he had hired to bring in to entertain him. He wasn't even there. And so it was the best thing I'd ever done in my life because I cooked them to order in the suite. And all of a sudden, all these beautiful ladies started to surround me when they smelled the chocolate souffles. And I, of course, couldn't tell my wife who it was for, other than it was the prince. So I think that was one of the craziest requests I've ever had. Yeah.
What is your behind-the-scenes secret about being a chef but working as a general manager?
A great secret for me, and not to get heavy about it, but is, not only can I talk the language, but I can really be empathetic to the creativity that the chef needs, at the same time trying to represent the customer's needs. If the chef ever does what I tell him to do, I don't need him. And so I never want him to do what I tell him to do. I just hope that I can influence him on what the customer may want or enjoy. And so I think those are probably some of the secrets there.
What do you miss most about being in the kitchen?
I think it's the autonomy. I never counted a day or a minute that I went into the kitchen and I was totally submerged in doing things, and the comfort that I had of being able to control the outcome, the growth. I do see growth, but I mean, to take a young culinarian from school who's shaking and have them exit you 12 weeks later for school or 2 years later and be confident is really magic, because in the kitchens, you take a raw product and you make something, which is probably the only department that does that, really bringing in. So I miss that. I miss the camaraderie of some of those things. I have those camaraderies. They're just a little different now. And then from an ego point of view, I miss being called chef. I think every chef loves wearing the jacket. There's a certain panache to wearing the jacket. I remember getting my first Brigard jacket and just being so proud of the Egyptian cotton and keeping it pressed, and just felt like $1 million. I felt like a Marvel comic hero when I would put it on. I was like this, Superman.
Yeah.
And I love people just called me chef. I love that. I was very, very proud of that term. So I think those are some of the things that I miss. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Chef.
Yeah. Not anymore. I'm not a chef. Now I say, don't call me chef, but I do love it. Yeah, exactly.